Hey everybody, it is Paul here with my channel Value Flips. I'm a part-time reseller, so I buy things from garage sales, estate sales. Look to flip them online, mostly on eBay and Poshmark, sometimes Facebook Marketplace. So yeah, I posted a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna probably take a step back from YouTube just because I'm not getting a lot of interest in my content, which is okay. But so I'm gonna post less. I'm still gonna post the odd video here and there with stuff that I think would be useful for other resellers out there. There's so much knowledge to learn in reselling, and there's so much money out there, just waiting to be found. So I hope I can help you guys, along your kind of reselling journey. Um, so in this video, I'm going to share a few sales, and I first want to start off with sharing with you guys an auction lot that I won and why I bid on it. So I'm going to show you this picture here. You can see there's all these books, and I actually looked up some of the books. They're not worth a lot. Neither are those stickers on the right side, but on the very upper left corner, there's a few really cool nostalgic electronics from the early 2000s. There's a penguin, there's a cat, and there's this iDog clip. And I only paid $15 for this lot, and I already sold one of the items for over $80, and I should be able to get at least $50 for the penguin and the cat. So there's some good money there. When you're looking through estate auctions in your area, just take a minute and look over the picture, and usually you can find some value in some of the items. All right, so I want to share with you guys this sale. I got this in a estate auction. This is an iDog clip from 2008, and as you can see, it's just a clip, and it's a kind of a mini speaker from 2008. And first time ever seeing this item, and I looked it up, and I'm glad I did because not too many of them. They're pretty rare, and so I got this in an auction lot with a bunch of other toys, and I paid $15 for the lot. I ended up selling this one item for $90 plus shipping, and it sold like within hours of me listing it. So I probably set the price a little too low, but man, look out for these iDogs. Sell-through rate's really good on them. Very rare toys from the early 2000s. All right, guys, I just want to share this sale with you guys. This is stuff to be out looking out for when you're at thrift stores or garage sales. So I saw this at a Salvation Army just yesterday. And there was actually two of these, and they say John Varvatos. It's some type of, high-end brand or fragrance brand. I don't even know, but you could clearly tell that this is a store display. This is not glass. It's like an acrylic. Anyway, I did some research in the store. Really couldn't find anything. Salvation Army only wanted $3 for this item. And there's two of them there, and you know what? Because of the brand and because of the condition that they're in, of course I'm going to take a chance for $3 a pop on them. And I did, and sure enough, overnight I sold one of these, and I got $37 plus shipping for one of them. So what a great little sale! So always be looking out for branded items, especially store displays. And that people love that kind of stuff, and they collect it. All right, guys, I just wanted to share with you this sale. If you ever see these out in the wild, they're generally worth picking up. I got this one at a Value Village about 2 months ago. I paid $22 for it, so all in. And these things actually are worth, close to $100. I've seen them go for more than $100. This one, in the condition that it is in, I actually got it sold for $100 today. I've got a Facebook Marketplace sale here. I don't sell a lot on Facebook Marketplace, but an item like this, where it's very hard to find a box, a box alone, this that would be able to encapsulate this item could cost maybe $10 for the box. So in those situations, unless I can find a free box in a dumpster somewhere, and I'm not going to be spending minutes and hours driving around looking for big boxes. So what I did, I didn't have a box for this. I couldn't really find one that would that was big enough, so I just put it on Facebook Marketplace. It took a couple months, but ended up selling, and I got $100 for it, so made some good profit on it, and it's a cash sale. So be on the lookout for these. They also make, I believe, a baseball one like this, and they also make a a basketball one, and they are older. They're from the late 70s, 80s. So, usually you'll see them and they're pretty beat up, but there's still some good money in these. So I thought I'd share the sale with you guys. It's not a crazy high sale or anything, but I thought it was interesting. So I got this book set. This is a Tolkien Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King. This is an older book set from him, and it's not in good condition. It was behind the glass at a Salvation Army. Got it about 2 months ago, and they wanted $20 for it, which I thought was a fair deal. And I was looking up comps, and I knew I could get at least $50 for it, based on how kind of rare it was and whatnot. So sometimes the stuff behind the glass, you can make some money on it. I really didn't need to do much to this. It was easy to picture and to list, and now it's just going to be easy to ship. So I ended up selling it for $54 plus shipping. So made a few dollars on this one. Sold this lot of eye clickers. I got 7 of these eye clickers over the last year, and my cost on them was actually $10. Ended up selling them for $95 plus shipping, which is a pretty good deal. I usually get these for 99 cents to $3 at the most. Yeah, probably the most I'd ever pay for one of these would be $3. I do see them at thrift stores for, $10, and I do pass on them a lot. Um, I used to get, closer to $30 a piece for these a few years ago. The price is coming down probably because technology is changing, but that's why now what I do is I accumulate them throughout the year, and I will sell them in bundles in the summer because people or students need them in the fall. So that's kind of a strategy that I've been doing the last couple years, and it's worked well actually. So this ended up selling and made some good money. My cost $10 and selling for $95. So I don't sell a lot of art, but I do. I'm learning more and more as I go, and there's actually some pretty decent money in art if you guys can learn, some of the artists and whatnot. And I was walking in a Value Village about 6 months ago, and this caught my eye. So this is a print by an artist, Michael Bedard. It's from the early '80s. It's a print, and it's called Insects. It's a little girl looking at two bugs getting it on, and very kind of interesting image. What caught my eye was obviously that there's the date in the corner here and the artist's name. So right then and there, just by looking at it closely, I could tell it was a print. It was in good condition, and Value Village wanted $13 for it. I knew I could get at least $50 for it, so I figured I would grab it, and not huge money, but still something that I would like, to display myself until it sold. And sure enough, it did sell today, and I ended up getting $52 for it plus shipping. So made a few bucks on it, and it's going to a new home. All right, guys, it is Paul here, and this is just going to be kind of a what sold video on hopefully give you guys some good tips on reselling. Um, I'm going to probably post less videos just because I'm pretty much burnt out from all this work, and YouTube really doesn't pay. In order to get monetized, you need to have a lot of view time and a lot of subscribers, and yeah, it's turning into a lot of work, and I want to scale it down a bit. So I don't know how the format of the channel is going to look like going forward, but I'm going to try and be as quick at giving you guys good information on reselling, and hopefully you guys can make some money. We can learn some bolos, some items that are selling well, and hopefully we can keep going here. So I want to start off with sharing something that I got. These are Timbits. So Tim Hortons came out with these. They're promotional um, air mattresses that you use on the water, pool float. I got these at a Salvation Army about 6 months ago, so over winter, and I noticed there was a stack of them. They were priced at $13 each, and I brought one of them over to the checkout, and I asked Salvation Army if I bought all 6 of these, because there were 6 sitting there, if they'd give me a deal. And surprisingly, she said, yeah, she'd give them to me for $6 each. So I bought all of them. So I got 6 of these, and the first one finally sold. And here we are, in the middle of August, and I'm finally selling one of these things. But so my cost on this one was $6, and I ended up selling it for $30 plus shipping. So made some decent profit on this. I sold this Super Y figure. This is a PBS Kids show that ended in 2016, but it still, has a mass following, and there's also they're still playing it on, the streaming platforms and whatnot. So anyway, I find anytime I have find this figure Superwise stuff, it sells pretty good. So this one I picked up about 3 months ago. I paid $4 for it. Ended up selling this one for $23 plus shipping. It's an international sale, so definitely demand for this character. I will always look up Superwise stuff. This is a very cool sale. I got this. This is a Ducks Unlimited resin, a statue of a lab, obviously chewing on some shotgun shells. I thought it was really cool when I saw it. I picked it up at a Salvation Army about 6 months ago. I paid $15 for it, and I thought I would have gotten at least 100 for it, but I kept lowering the price, and finally somebody bought it for $70 plus shipping. So still made some good money. I think it's a very cool statue. This is some type of paint remover by a company called Bernard Marks. Pretty sure this is older and probably not made anymore. I got this at a charity thrift store. I paid $8 for it about a month and a half ago. I ended up selling it for $80 plus shipping, so made some great profit on it.